Now, this is more than just a traditional library here at USF. It's also a home away from home for students. In Tampa, I'm Mikael Garcia. A job like this may come with a lot of turbulence, haha, but it just comes to show that a man like Alan can do it all. Shh. Oh, sorry. I think we're starting. For the digital pulpit, I'm Mikael Garcia. Sorry. Well, just how bad could one of these possibly be? Let's find out. In just a few days, hundreds of seniors will enter the Yingling Center and walk across the stage, starting a new chapter in their lives. In the early 1970s, construction went underway to create a new, innovative library at USF. Today, it is the heart of information and collaboration for the university.
Originally, this was going to be the graduate library, and then they were going to have an undergraduate library at the but they ended up building a bigger library here. So I think initially it was supposed to be 4 floors, and it's a total of 7 if you include the basement.
At the time that the library was built, technology was very different than what it is today. Susanna Rue recalls.
Remember that in 1974 there were no computers. There was just books and a card catalog, if you try to imagine an old-fashioned library. So basically what we've been doing over the years is renovating the library to keep up with the times.
Today, the library is an academic hub that includes resources like a digital media area, a recently renovated floor with advanced technology, and other services to help students.
I think this is the library itself, and the services generally are the heart and soul of the university, because we're supporting student success.
And as for the future,
it's a new world, and libraries are leading the way in some ways. There's all kinds of new stuff happening now, so and you won't know about it unless you come check us out.
Now, this is more than just a traditional library here at USF. It's also a home away from home for students. In Tampa, I'm Mikael Garcia. TV news. It's magical. It's powerful. But what is it like to be a news producer? Fox 13's Alan Fetters takes us inside the newsroom.
Basically, I produce the 6 o'clock news, so my job is to manage the content that goes into that show, who reads it, how much time it gets, the order that it goes in, the graphics that are associated with it.
In the newsroom, Alan is in charge of putting an entire show together.
I'm kind of like, I would say, the quarterback of a football team is a good analogy, right? You have all the players and you have the quarterback who kind of calls the plays. Well, I deal with all the reporters, the anchors, the production staff, so it's sort of my vision that comes together every night on TV.
In 2003, Alan quit his job to become a pilot. Nearly a decade later, he returned back to TV. His reasoning? The impact he had on an audience.
I like about my job is that I'm on the front line of history. I see it first, and then I get to digest it and tell it to everybody else. That's essentially my job boiled down into a nutshell, right? It can be very exciting.
A job like this may come with a lot of turbulence, haha, but it just comes to show that a man like Alan can do it all. Shh. Oh, sorry. I think we're starting. For the digital pulpit, I'm Mikael Garcia. Sorry. As seniors prepare to graduate from the University of South Florida, services like career advising serve as guides for those entering the real world.
So career services overall, we have multiple teams that serve students in different ways. I think that one reason that students visit us is to learn more about themselves, the world of work, and steps that they can be taking to reach their career goals.
I spoke with senior Angela Mossgrove, who used career services to aid in her journey to graduation.
I actually started as an international studies major and wasn't completely satisfied with that degree. So in the middle of my time at USF, I went to career services.
For seniors, career services provide the proper steps to a successful academic ending.
Meet with your career consultant. You can talk about where you see yourself after graduation and work through goals together, kind of identify what you might want to have on your radar.
In just a few days, hundreds of seniors will enter the Yingling Center and walk across the stage, starting a new chapter in their lives.
Walking across the stage at graduation for USF means a lot to me because it's what I set myself up to do in high school.
It is services like these and people like Emily that make USF unique. For seniors, what was once a home will now be a special memory. For the Digital Bullpen, I'm Mikael Garcia. It has been called a silent killer, yet we hear it and see it all the time. A boom in the consumption of energy drinks has sparked concerns over its effects on the body. Despite health risks, students like Michelle Mosery say they cannot function without it.
I have one in the morning before I start my day, and then depending on what I have going on in the afternoon, I'll have another one, and especially right before the gym.
Well, just how bad could one of these possibly be? Let's find out. After deep research, I found out what most doctors agree are the side effects of energy drinks. These include palpitations, tremors, insomnia, respiratory distress, and most commonly, headaches. Despite being well aware of the side effects, individuals like trainer Nick Cimino continue to consume energy drinks.
I usually have one in the morning and then another one around 6 when I'm coming down. The payoff for enjoying them is worth it. Death is inevitable.
Are you aware of the risks of drinking energy drinks?
Yes, I am, but it's a risk I'm willing to take.
A risk willing to take, a philosophy used by many college students. But just how far will they go until they realize the dangers of energy drinks? For the Digital Bullpen, I'm Mikael Garcia.